Hey everyone, if you're an athlete or really anyone who's active, you know the struggle, right? You need fuel, but that energy gel that's supposed to be your secret weapon ends up causing a massive sugar crash or worse, just wrecks your stomach. Well, today we're going to break down the science that's finally solving that exact problem by engineering a smarter sports gel from the ground up.
You know, it's this question that athletes have been asking forever. You squeeze down a gel hoping for a boost, but instead you get that sudden energy cliff dive or that awful gut-wrenching feeling. So what is going on there? And more importantly, how do we fix it?
Really, when you look at sports fuel, it's a tale of two very different experiences. On one hand, you have the old way, just a quick hit of simple sugars that, gives you a jolt, but often leads to that crash and stomach trouble. And then there's the goal, the thing we've all been searching for, fuel that gives you stable, sustained energy without any of those nasty side effects. For a long time, connecting those two seemed almost impossible. Okay, so to figure out this solution, you've got to really get the problem and the athlete's energy dilemma. It's not just about getting calories in. It's all about how your body actually processes those calories when it's under stress. So here's the science in a nutshell. When you're doing endurance stuff, your body's burning two main things, carbs and fat. The catch is your carb fuel tank, it's called glycogen, is pretty small. Traditional gels try to fix this by just dumping a ton of simple carbs in there. The problem? That super high concentration can just totally overwhelm your digestive system, and that's what causes all that bloating and cramping we call GI distress. The real challenge has always been, how do you get the energy in without making yourself feel terrible? So how do you actually engineer a better fuel? Well, scientists started looking at new, advanced ingredients that actually work with your body, not against it. Let's meet the two heroes of this story. First up, we've got something called highly branched cyclic dextrin, or HBCD. Now, what makes this stuff a total game changer is its low osmotic pressure. So think of it this way. Simple sugars are like sponges that pull water into your gut, which causes all the problems. But HBCD is different. It's a much bigger, more complex molecule. So it breezes through your stomach and into your intestines way faster. That means it's delivering energy without hanging around long enough to cause trouble. And the second key ingredient is medium-chain triglyceride oil. You probably know it as MCT oil from things like coconut oil. See, MCTs are this really unique kind of fat. Your body digests and absorbs them way faster than other fats, so they give you another source of quick energy. And this is cool. That helps save your body's limited carb stores so you can go longer. So the big question became, what happens if you put these two powerhouses together? A great idea is one thing, but you've got to have proof, right? To see if this combo really worked, researchers decided to put it through a super rigorous scientific test. And that's exactly what a team at the prestigious Institute of Nutrition at Mahidol University in Thailand did. They set up a randomized crossover clinical trial, which is basically the gold standard for this kind of research, to make sure the results were absolutely solid. So here's how they did it. It's actually pretty simple, but super rigorous. They made 3 different gels, a standard one with just glucose, one with only HBCD, and then the new formula with both MCT oil and HBCD. They had 10 people try each gel and then track their blood sugar for 3 hours straight. And, this is so important, they also had 50 other people do a blind taste test. Because let's be real, if a gel tastes awful, no one's going to use it no matter what the science says. Alright, so after all that testing, which formula came out on top? Let's dive into the data, because the numbers tell a really, really cool story. First up, the taste test. And the results here were just crystal clear. The MCT and HBCD gel was the hands-down winner. It scored the highest on looks, on taste, and most importantly, on overall acceptability. I mean, these scores are solidly in the like moderately to like very much range, which for a performance fuel is a huge, huge win. Okay, but here's the real showstopper, the glycemic index, or GI. That's a measure of how fast a food spikes your blood sugar. Now, the regular glucose gel and the HBCD only gel, both came in with a high GI. But the MCT plus HBCD gel, totally different story. Adding that MCT oil dropped its glycemic index all the way down to 68.8, which puts it firmly in the medium GI category. This is huge. So why should you care about a medium GI? Well, because it means you get a much slower, more stable release of energy. You completely avoid that crazy blood sugar spike and, crucially, that awful crash that always follows. For an endurance athlete, this is the holy grail. We're talking stable, reliable energy over a much, much longer time. And finally, let's get back to the stomach problems. This all comes down to a concept called osmolality. Just think of it as a measure of how concentrated the gel is. The regular glucose gel had a massive osmolality of over 2200. That's what sucks water into your gut and causes all the pain. But the MCT and HBCD gel, its osmolality was just 884. I mean, it's not even close. It's less than half. This is the science that explains why it's so much easier on your stomach. This is where the story gets really, really exciting, because this amazing research didn't just end up in a scientific journal. Nope, it became the actual foundation for a real-world product designed to completely change how we fuel ourselves. So meet POWCO. Their entire philosophy is built around this idea of mixing natural power with cutting-edge science. They saw the incredible results from that 𝙂𝙗𝙁 University study and basically said, okay, we have to bring this to athletes everywhere. The POWCO formula is literally the winning science from that clinical trial, brought to life. It's got the cluster Dextrin as the main carb, the MCT oil as that secondary fuel source, but then they did something extra cool. They built the whole thing on a base of 100% aromatic Thai coconut water. This adds natural electrolytes and gives it this amazing, unique taste inspired by traditional Thai desserts. It's a perfect blend of science and nature. And here it is, the one number that ties this whole story together. 68.8. This isn't just some number they pulled out of thin air for marketing. This is the verified medium glycemic index from that 𝙂𝙗𝙁 University clinical trial. This is science you can actually count on, delivering that promise of sustained energy without the crash. And all of this, the unique ingredients, the verified science, makes POWCO the world's first and only medium GI sports gel that's made with 100% aromatic Thai coconut water. This isn't just about getting a quick burst of energy for one race. It's about providing a sustainable fuel for a long, healthy, active life. It's science that is truly fueled for longevity. And that just leaves us with this final thought. A gel like this shows we've taken a huge leap forward, moving away from just brute force simple sugars and into a world of sophisticated, scientifically engineered fuel. It really makes you wonder, as our understanding of nutrition science gets even deeper, what's next? What is the future of human performance going to be fueled by?